How's it going? It's been a long time. We have one demo to review today. Also, if you want your demo reviewed, please feel free to check out the link tree in the description. I believe it's $7.99, $8.99. It's just a monthly subscription. You want one demo reviewed, you do it one time. Help support the channel. I don't make too much money off of ad revenue, as you guys saw in one of my previous videos. Hope you guys had a good winter break, and let's see what we're getting into today. So, I won't screen share it, I'll just read it out to you guys. So we have a Faceit game. This is from Misu. It's not spelled Misu, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. He has 882 hours, just about 900. He started playing in August, so he's really been grinding it out. Played a lot of first-person shooters in my life. He's 16 and he's from the UK. He also practices a lot, just about 100 hours per 2 weeks, which is insane. And I'm driven to eventually go pro. And always thank you for your time, blah, blah, blah. Asked him if he had any questions, specific questions. He said he had overall had a good couple of rounds, but lots of mistakes and miscommunications. So we're going to check out this game real quick. Let's see, do I remember how to do this? Oop. Nope. Wrong display. Why would it capture that display? Why would it capture that display? Let me figure this out real quick. And then, okay. Now we're good. All right. So, we got Misu. He's over here. All right. He's queued with another level 10. This is a pretty high level game, especially for a level 3. Is he still currently level 3? No, he's level 4 at this point. And he's just about level 5. So, new Faceit account, 264 matches played. That's not a lot. Let's see how he did. He ended up losing this game. He mid-fragged, went 22 and 20. Not too bad. 7 headshots compared to the 16 and 16 by the people above him. So it looks like there are lots of spray downs, or he was opping. All right, he got 3 triple kills and a quad kill. So that's what, 9 and then 13. So 13 of his 22 kills, over 50% of his kills came in 4 rounds out of a 30-round game. So although he did go 22 and 20, he did go positive, his impact just really wasn't there. He did have 4 rounds where he had big impact, but for the other 26, just wasn't a lot there, it seems like. So let me pull this up, see if all this works. Do this. Nice shirt. Thank you very much. All right. Then here, let's do that. And we should be good. Am I just showing my display, or is it's going to pop up in a second? Survey says, yeah, I'm messing it up. And survey says now we're good to go. Okay. So let's turn this volume down. Get out of warm up. All right. Let's find Misu. There's Misu. Skip knife round. Alright, so they start off on CT side. And then, oh, how did I do that? Is it G? Yeah. Alright. So he's going to play mid. Goes for a repeat there. Let me actually restart that round. I was getting everything situated. Didn't think he was going to die that fast, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. Trying to look at the radar, see where everybody is. Alright, so they're going for a bank that it's going to be an A hit. So he's playing mid. So with you playing 3A, alright, I know it's just a pug and you don't really have to get into the strats and all that, but by playing 3 people A, you playing mid, you're just kind of jiggling, seeing if there's anybody there, and then you're going B immediately. Because with 3 people A, you can kind of hold mid, especially on a pistol round, where it's not like you can really fight mid too much. So honestly, you're just trying to get info and go B here. But you get absolutely destroyed, unfortunately. You guys end up losing the round. So you don't buy anything. Everybody else forces looks like you're going to be buying an op. They do smoke window. So you're going to spam a little bit. You hear them running up con. I'm sure that you called it, but your teammates had double pushed into ramp. You had all the info there, and you didn't really do anything. You did only have USP, so I get just dying right there. But you had a lot of info, and your play was just... It wasn't as good as it could have been. So even though you didn't buy last round and you were trying to save for op, you still were only able to afford an M4. So you're going to jiggle that. You get smoked off. And instead of moving to connector, doubling up, rotating towards cat, you're just going to sit behind the smoke here, it seems like, and let your teammates do stuff. You're not going to flash out for him. Do you have any util? You have a smoke. You also bought head armor, which you really don't need to buy. You do get one through the smoke, which is nice. Just going off of sound cues. You get spooked by your teammate rotating. Alright. So, you get the one mid kill. Alright. You know that they're out at. You just had an A guy die. You should have probably been helping out A site this whole time, as your team is kind of stretched across the board here. Since you're smoked off mid, the connector player had to play deeper down into connector, giving up more room on A site. So instead of just watching behind that smoke, you probably should have been rotating more towards A. And they can be very close, but you're not going to peek this. You're going to play very cautious. And then you're going back to mid. You just get that info that nobody's there, and instead of holding that line of sight, instead of holding that angle, you just completely fall off, and now you have to re-clear everything. Kind of pointless. Just like you're doing again. You do have a teammate in ladder room, so he can pretty much cover the boost. He's probably saying, yeah, they could boost, but nobody's in mid. Nobody's made a footstep. So it's not really realistic for you to be holding that, and there's really no point. So they're shooting at your teammate, and instead of swinging out, seeing if you could catch the guy off guard, since he's shooting at one of your teammates, you kind of chill and you slowly turn this corner. Your teammate's in a gunfight right now, and you're still just taking your time. Another teammate dies. You get one of the kills. You get two. You go for a very quick reload. You still had 14 bullets there. Really no point in doing that. And now one guy left in firebox. You need to wait for your teammate to rotate over. All right. If this guy in firebox peeks out, you're dead, and then he's in a 1v1 with your teammate. Your teammate's way behind you here. I don't know how well you guys can see the minimap, but his teammate's back here. All right, there's no point for him to push up top stairs. Neither of them have a kit, so I understand that, but bomb was just planted. You get spooked from your teammate running up, and this guy's really just not peeking anything. He kind of gave you that 4K. So now that we have your first 4K out of the way, well, your only 4K, nothing's really left. Nothing's really left. You have 3-3Ks in the next 26 rounds, 27 rounds. All right? And that 4K, they kind of gave it to you. It's not like you outplayed anybody. You did have a nice shot on the guy default after shooting the guy triple, but it was a very awkward situation, very dicey situation that you put yourself in. So you're going to drop for your teammate. I don't want to hear comms. It's going to be too hectic. And the problem with hearing comms is that I can't just do CT side. It's going to give me both T and CT side. As far as I'm concerned, there's no way to differentiate that. So you're playing 2B. I don't know what you just did, but you wasted a lot of time quick switching and bouncing off a wall. You have a teammate underpass. He didn't see anything. You're holding this cat angle. Really, you want your crosshair to be looking at chair. Just because if somebody peeks chair, you're dead right here. Compared to if you hold that tiny little sliver of chair angle and somebody peeks cat, probably not going to kill you since the angle's so small. So you're kind of, you're so far out in the open. You can throw that flashbang from behind the boxes, the little double boxes that you're next to. You don't have to be completely exposed like you are. And you already have a teammate out bottom mid, pretty much, so I don't know what that flash is doing. And you don't have any info. They just throw a molly. So instead of looking at where that molly came from, you're going to double back towards B. I understand Your B player did just leave, so you do have to be careful. Some of you may think that it's annoying how much this guy's walking, and while it is, you're walking a bit too much. I don't necessarily mind it. I don't think it's too bad of a play. Just because if anybody's underpass in kitchen, they will immediately hear you make a step. I don't think that's why you're walking. You were doing a lot of walking in window as well. I think it's just your play style. But walking this much on cat isn't the worst. You do want to start to rotate at some point. You're really taking your time. Your teammate's trying to hold a site against 3 people. You just got to kill. But you're just waiting for this connector flank that's not going to come. And now you've been spotted, so instead of immediately just dropping down bottom connector and trying to fight, you're going to go all the way through here, and you're going to continue to walk. I don't know why you're so concerned about not making noise. Your teammates should have the info that they're fighting A. And now, once again, this crosshair placement. You're pre-aiming things. They could have crossed to jungle as your teammate is just sitting in ticket. You're pre-aiming angles that... like you're pre-aiming Palace and Underbalk, but somebody could be very close to you. If somebody peeks right here, you just have really lazy crosshair placement, and so you just got shot at. So they know you're here, so you don't have to walk. You realize that. You quick switch about 18 times. You pick up a deagle. Love this. All right, bomb's rotating B. He has 23 seconds, so he's going to be able to get to B site and plant. And do you start to realize this? Your teammates should be calling, hey, I don't see anything A. Well, there's still the Opera A. So it's fine that you haven't split off B. The Opera jumps out, but he's running straight to jungle. At this point, you should be very spooked. You should turn around. Bomb's been planted. You then realize that it's B. Does anybody have a kit? Yeah, you both have kits. All right, so this should be very easily winnable. You're going to go for cat jump. You miss it, and now you guys are doubling up cat. Your teammate threw a flash cat, which was a bit early because now the enemy is looking cat instead of you guys just going for it. You do flash in, which is good timing on the flash since you guys are both entering. You need to be aware of the angles that your teammate's clearing. So just right back there, I don't want to rewind it. Actually, you know what? I can rewind it because didn't they fix that shit? Okay, they kind of fixed it. Alright, so you're coming here, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Alright, so your teammate's going to clear close right, alright? And then you're going to also clear close right. So look, he's looking there, so you need to be looking somewhere else. But instead, you also cleared close right. You're just not thinking. It's not that you saw him do it and you didn't trust him. You just weren't aware enough to see him do it and realize that you need to be clearing something else. So you just have a nade out. And now you've pretty much lost this round. Yep. He peeks for no reason. And did you actually get it? Oh, you got it. Again, Tease kind of gave it to you there. He had no reason to peek. You hadn't tapped the bomb. You didn't even try to fake defuse it. You just sat there waiting for him to peek. And he peeked. That's not... although you did win the round, it's not something that you can rely on too heavily. So they miss window smoke. You're going to die here in about 0.2 seconds as this guy's about to kill you since you're full blind. Yeah. Probably not the best play. If you're going to drop mid, you're going to want to at least go underpass and then maybe double back towards mid. Or if you're going to do that, you need a flash over from A side from your teammates. I don't know if you had one that round, to be honest. I'm assuming that you didn't. Maybe that connector player needs to actually swing bottom connector instead of sitting up in connector. But maybe not the best play there. A little risky. You were doing fine winning rounds on retakes, so trying to win the round by doing a really aggressive play may not be the proper idea. Once again, you guys are playing 3A. You just need to get info mid, maybe rotate B, maybe rotate A. So you missed window smoke again. You know that there's at least one there because he just threw the smoke. You hear footsteps. They're shooting. You know that there's two there now because of the gunshots. And once again, you're just going to wait for this smoke. They're not really going for this jump. They haven't gone for the jump once yet. Your teammate kills one. They know, well, you should know that one's crossed all the way into CT at this point, and you're just waiting for this. You have a teammate on cat right now that can obviously see that nobody's coming. So you're waiting for a jump that's not going to happen while getting flanked, and your teammate fighting on A site. Once again, you're not trusting your teammate. Your teammate's jumping into connector, and you're clearing under window. Like, you need to realize the info that your teammates have. It's not a 1 versus 5. It's a 5 versus 5. So, luckily, your teammates are getting pretty decent kills with these Deegs. So you're going to try to walk through the smoke. You're probably going to want to... I don't mind this walk through the smoke play, but your teammate is deep CT. You're probably going to want to wait until he can get a little bit closer, maybe behind trash or ticket. Probably behind trash so he doesn't have to cross. And then maybe your teammate top stairs. He's pretty close to being able to peek top stairs, but you all want to be able to peek at once and peek off of each other. So you do wait here. Your stairs guy dies because he peeked. Honestly, he may have peeked because he saw you walking through the smoke, but then he stopped. Not sure. That there is potential for that. You know that he died from firebox, and now you know that last one is ramp. So you slow peek into it. You had a couple options there, and by a couple I mean 2. All right, you had the option of A, what you did, which was slow peek, try to take the long distance fight, or 2, what you could have done is let your teammate worry about defusing. You continue to push up on sandwich side, so like instead of walking, can I zoom in on this? No, I can't. But instead of walking right this way, you loop around here. So if he wants to kill you, he has to swing out wide, which gives your teammate potential to kill him. But you walk up here, he's probably going to stay put right here. You swing close, you have a much greater chance at killing him since you have Deeg, no armor, 40 HP, than you do taking this long-range engagement. Ooh, why is it being like that? So once again, you have no armor. You have $3,000. What loss are you guys on? You guys are getting $2,400 next round. Unless you're buying op, you have no reason to save this much money. So I don't know if you're trying to go for cat jump, but you haven't been able to make it. Okay, you heard all those flashes beat. Come on. You haven't been able to make that cat jump once yet. I don't know why you continue to go for it. Maybe practice that a little bit more before you try that. But you just heard about 18 flashes B, and you're just waiting. All right, finally you're going to rotate. Your teammates are getting kills that they probably shouldn't since they have Deegs against AKs. Finally, you're just going to swing out wide. You have nobody on site anymore because you took too long to rotate over. The T's don't have anybody fighting them, and you're going to swing out wide. Even though you have a teammate still on A site, you have a teammate way behind you, Cat. You're just swinging out wide. They don't kill you, and you're going to continue to repeat this until they do kill you. You're going for your quick switch, which honestly is a really bad habit. I get the whole like meme of it, like, oh, it looks cool, whatever. It's a really bad habit because it's going to kill you more oftentimes than it will do anything good for you. There's no positives to doing it. There's no positives to doing it. And it will actually get you killed. So you're going to be late mid. You realize that you're upset at your teammate for blocking you, so you're not going to swing out. You're just waiting, waiting, waiting. You don't hear anything, so you're going to jiggle it. You know that one's there. All right, so you're going to flash. Not too bad of a flash. You're going to flash again. It's not going to blind anybody top mid. It will kind of like flash. Well, yeah, the flash will flash their screen, but like very quickly. It won't full blind them. But you realize it's an A-take now. Quick switching away from a HE. Love that. So once this molly fades, you're supposed to continue to push through. But instead, you're going to slowly turn around. You're going to get mollied off again. You're not really doing anything. You're waiting for them to walk into your crosshair. You're not taking the fight to them in the slightest. All right, so you do buy op. You do buy head armor, which, again, very unnecessary. Especially with op. Especially with op. All right, so you see that there's already an Opera A. I don't know if you're going through for this connector peek. I don't know what you're doing. Like, yeah, you get the kill, but your teammate behind you would have got that kill no problem. You're almost in his line of sight even. Let's see. Like, you're just to his left. There's no reason for you to be that close to him. Absolutely no reason. One well-timed flashbang and both of you have lost sight. And over $10,000 of guns and stuff. Like, it's pointless. You don't hear any footsteps mid. I don't know why you decided to rotate towards mid. You already have a teammate in the ladder room. You have a teammate in jungle. Nobody's called anything. And you just saw nobody was there. Why are you reflashing to peek into mid? You just saw nobody was there. And why would you peek mid in the first place without a flash? You did it backwards. Alright, so you hear that they're coming B. You get the 1 cross. Yeah, just sit here, post on that. You get the 2 cross. You're taking too much time flicking away, looking down, quick switching, swinging back. You're losing about half a second of actual looking at the angle time, which in higher levels, you're going to miss a guy crossing, or he's going to be posted up ready for you. You're wasting a lot of time with your movement and fumbling around with your keyboard. Yeah, even if you call that you're going ticket with op, and the guy still goes ticket, just go somewhere else. Don't hold that for 15 seconds. You turn his mistake into your mistake. So normal 2-1-2, you're just going to swing out here. You got nothing so far. You hear a flash towards A. You should post up on Palace here. Ooh, you swung way too slow. If there is an Opera and Palace right there, you're dead. All right? You won't even get a chance to shoot. So luckily, you get very good timing. And the guy crosses after you peek. So all you have to do is wait here. You get smoked off, unscope. Unscope. Try to find a different angle. There's 2 smokes up. You can push forward, no problem. You don't have anybody stairs. Getting stairs or connector, or even up on that little box and connector so you can see into firebox. Wouldn't be the worst idea. You're sitting in the most expected position. That's why you're getting naded, spammed. You're not moving at all. Your teammate gets a kill mid, so of course you have to look towards mid. You're just spamming into smokes while all your teammates are getting the kills. It's a 3v1. You haven't even seen anybody in round over. You did nothing. So once again, going mid. I have no idea why you peeked it like that. You should have died before you got that first kill. I think I know what you were trying to do. But, you know what? I don't know what you were trying to do. Scratch that. I don't know. So after this, I'll jump in game, show you a couple flashes that you can do. Pretty simple stuff. Alright, so stop peeking. Stop peeking. Chill. Just fall off, molly him, force him either out or back into connector. Or back into underpass, I meant. Alright, so he just died. You know that he just died. Why are you re-peeking bottom? Like, instead of covering your teammate for the guy that he's about to fight up here in mid, alright, you look right here to see if the guy that just died actually died, and now you're not covering your teammate. But luckily your teammate gets the kill anyway. So you're going ticket. Mid guy gets a kill. You haven't seen anything. You need to just stay posted here. You missed the shot. You don't know if he's out or not. So you molly that off. Nothing happens. You miss the molly though. So you realize he could still technically be there. A smoke is thrown. I think you realize that they can be up connector. Ooh. Maybe you don't. Because there is a guy bottom connector right now, but you were kind of exposed to it. Maybe that was just you peeking it. Alright, so now you realize there's a guy in connector. You keep pushing up. I get pushing out just a little bit, maybe get behind triple, see if there's a guy Tetris, but now you know there's a guy connector and a guy ramp. You need to fall off back to CT. Instead of pushing to default with an op, now you're going to get under balk. You're just putting yourself in such a difficult position for no reason. No reason at all. You're looking towards mid where your teammate just was. You know that he's ramped, so you throw a palace smoke. You scope in before you can see connector. And then as soon as you can see a connector, you unscope. You miss that shot because you swing out super wide instead of taking a nice, easy engagement. Lots of missteps. Lots of missteps. So let's see. It's been 12 rounds. You have 10 kills, and 4 of those kills came in 1 round. Do you have any 3Ks yet? Yeah, and you have a 3K. So it's been 12 rounds, and 70% of your kills have come in 2 of them. You were trying to jump on the like the actual window frame? Okay, okay. So you're smoked. Why did you repeak? What are you doing? You're just throwing your life away. You really want to get that smoke, fucking spam through smoke kill. You've been doing it on A site. You've been doing it through mid. It's really not worth it. I know you got 1 in mid so far. What are you holding for? Are you holding for the guy to run out of underpass? Because there's a much greater chance that the guy's going to come from the right side, from top mid. And you're not behind any sort of cover. You're just standing out in the middle of the open. You could call it an off angle, but you have an MP9. So you're not going to get the kill immediately. So there's no point in playing the off angle. You peek, you see nobody's there. So instead of moving off to the right, you stay posted. Because you think, oh, there's probably some guy in this left corner, even though you've heard no footsteps. A teammate dies on A. A teammate kills a guy on A. Different guy than the one that just killed your teammate, so you now know that there's still one guy running around on A. He jumps over, giving you a free kill, not looking at anything, just rushing it. And now they have B site. You're very spooked. You're waiting for that underpass flank guy that's never going to come. You don't even attempt to pick up the AK that's on the ground yet. They're about to plant B. So now you pick up the AK. Quick switch 7 more times. He's not actually level 3, it's just a new account. He's already almost level 5. For 800 hours, this isn't bad at all. But you look a bit more confident than you should be. Like, oh, okay, so you guys are deciding to save. So instead of looking at an angle and walking backwards, you turn all the way around, blocking your teammate's line of sight, waiting for a collateral to occur, and just walk away. Very brain dead, to be honest. So you're going B this round. You're going to smoke off apps super early. The only way that would actually deter anything is if they were rushing, and even then it's a smoke, you can just run through it. They're probably still going to rush through it. So throwing the smoke that early is doing nothing besides wasting a smoke. And now you're just waiting. Your teammates should be able to see if anybody's coming up cat. They just moved, so they can't see if anybody's coming up cat anymore. You haven't jump spotted this once. You're going to throw a molly. There's really no reason for that molly. You're not even going to peek with it. You're just using utility because you purchased utility and you saw that pros buy utility and use it. You know that there's a guy there, but there's no reason to throw that molly. You're holding such an open angle. You're super exposed to cat. You could sit behind bench. You could do whatever. But instead, you're just holding very, very open angles. That is... Oh, you can get up on the box like that? I always just walk up on it. I didn't know that you could jump like that. So, quick switching. You swing out into an angle. There's a guy there. You almost get your teammate killed by blocking him. You're just switching around. I don't want to watch that anymore. So here you go, T side pistol round. You're going to come out A. And we wondered why your headshot percentage was so low. Because you weren't aiming at the head. You do get that kill somehow. But when he's point blank in front of you, you just go for body shots. Alright, so you need to chill with the peeking. It's a 3v2, you guys do have the advantage. But you're making it, you're giving away kills. If that guy wasn't already hit 90 or whatever he was, because you didn't get the headshot on the first kill, you just tagged him in the arm. You probably, well, you don't get the kill there because you only tag him in the arm for like, what, 16 damage. And then he's still there, and then you died to the guy that dropped sandwich, and now your teammates are in a 2v2. Peeking that CT guy probably isn't the play. You're just going to want to wait and waste time. Go for a top mid smoke. Now you guys are going B. Good idea with the top mid smoke to go B off of it. You're going to want to flash over for your teammates. No point in trying to take time to line up a flash. You can just run it, well, throw it while you're running. You maybe want to have your gun out a little bit more. You go from walking everywhere on CT side to knife out running everywhere on T side. There's a 3 versus 2. You have a teammate going on a big flank. I would be upset at my teammate for... Okay, he went back up. I thought he was going to go all the way underpass. And it looks like the CTs are just saving. So, next round. Flashing over mid. Like that flash. Kind of wasted it because you don't have a teammate going for it. You guys are having a nice discussion about why he walked in front of you. And now you can't decide where to go. So you use a flash. You're out mid. That smoke's about to fade. You stay peeked, waiting for it. And then you immediately quick switch while trying to check connector. No reason to quick switch there. Again, it's going to get you killed. You didn't flick over. You really just whiffed, honestly. And you didn't try to get closer at all, make it an easier shot on yourself. Well, for yourself. You just sat behind boxes and waited. So you smoke top mid, you almost go B, then you go back A. You're going to lamp flash out once. And your teammate's already out, so you probably just got him a little bit blind. Alright, you need to go where you guys are going to fall back off of this. Alright, so you're going to try to get the B hit. You're taking way too much time. The whole point of the B hit is that they won't be rotated over, but they're already back to a default setup. You hear them running towards mid, so maybe you can get this kill. You're looking for angles that don't really exist. You don't have the best crosshair placement. Your teammate gets the cat kill. Guess what? There's probably only one guy cat. So instead of continuing to look at cat, you need to swing somewhere else and look somewhere else. Once again, your teammate just got a kill in the position that you're staring at, so you look somewhere else. Instead, you wasted half a second staring at cat, and then both of you die. So you're going in Palace. You're really walking this. There's no reason to walk Palace that much. Like looking for somebody pushing in. You'll be able to hear them that quickly if they're pushing in. You're just inching up. The problem with just slowly inching up is that you're spending more time moving than you are staying still comparatively to if you just move up as far as you want to in one like fell swoop, all right? You're going to spend a lot less time moving and more time standing still. If a guy swings out while you're doing little inches, all right, you're probably going to be moving when he swings out. You're going to miss your first shot because you're moving. So you have 3 teammates ramp. This is the baiter position, all right? You do want those ramp guys to take the first contact, and then you're going to swing out. So they are taking some contact. They get a kill. Yeah, you did good job. You see the guy bottom stairs. You should call it. They get that kill. All right, now you need to swing out CT. Yep, good job. You're on site. You're helping out. You miss a shot. It's okay. It was weird that the guy was right there already. But besides that, positioning, very good that round. Very good positioning. So you throw your top mid smoke. Might want to learn a window smoke because it's going to be a lot more useful than the top mid smoke. After selling my M9, I've more or less recovered from the quick switching. That's funny. Good shot on that guy. Again, you shoot, you flick away. Instead of shooting. You shoot, you flick away. You're trying to be all memey. You've watched too many highlights. It's probably not it. You just go for a blind swing right there. 9 times out of 10, you're going to die doing that. As the CTs get there before you, even if you have best spawn. It's always better to go maybe with a flash or something. Luckily for you, he just jumps out, gives you the kill, and the round's pretty much over. Alright, so it's 9-13. You guys do go on a little bit of a comeback here. So you flash over even though your teammate's already out. You sit behind boxes as you do. Now you need to move up. You need to move up to chair maybe, bottom connector. Alright, so you decide to go chair, post up. You see him stuck in there. He's stuck in there. Just keep posted. You do get a kill on the guy, but if you would have just stayed posted there, you wouldn't be knocked down. 63 damage. You get that kill too because he was shooting at your teammate instead of you. You don't know what to do with the util. You go, hey, I've heard people use utility, so I want to use it. You miss the shot, so with 40 HP, you're going to re-peek because you want the kill. And there's another 3K. Most of your kills are coming in rounds that don't really matter. Or they're kind of just giving you kills. It's not that you're going out of your way to get these kills, and you are deserving of them. So you know that there's an upper window. So you're going to stay right here, post up. Not the worst play, but you want to stay posted. You get spooked for some reason, even though there's still smoke there. You literally cannot see cat. What are you doing? You decide, hey, can't see cat, so I'll just stay posted right here like I should have from the start. And now you want to fall off and look towards cat. There you go. You take out a molly for no reason. You're wasting just seconds here, seconds there. And you're getting these peaks a little bit slower than you should. Once again, you jump back up there. You don't want to jump up there when there's no smoke window. All right, because you jump up, the window guy, that's not that hard of a shot to hit for window if he's posted up on the left side and he sees you jump up, because you can't shoot immediately as you jump. It's not a scout. All right, it takes a second. You molly off your teammate, even though your teammate has a molly and smoke, so he could do that himself. You're just walking up bottom mid. You're not watching anything. You threw that molly, you messed the molly up, and then immediately your brain went off. Your teammates still clutch out the round, so it's 11-13. You go for a stair smoke. All right. You throw it at 137. Oh, 135. You go for a lamp flash. You walked over to lamp flash for no reason. You flashed again while your teammate was out. Probably didn't blind him, but it's good to get into a habit of not doing that. You see the guy Palace. You take 25 damage just from hitting the molly and jumping around. You see that guy. You finally get that kill. You reload with 8 bullets. 8 isn't a lot, but because of the dicey situation that you're in, probably don't want to reload that quickly. You go for a spray down instead of just going for the headshot, so you do hit him through the wall there. You don't get the headshot kill. He was already low HP. There was a guy with an op just sitting ticket, which is kind of funny because nobody really expects that. And they do win the round. I don't expect you to clear ticket there. Maybe don't push all the way through. I don't know. But that was kind of funny. So you smoke top mid. You got a Galil, and you guys should be going B off of this. You're giving everybody your life story in chat. Alright, so you molly, and you should be out. There you go. Good job getting out. Good job getting plant. How's it a 4v2? Where did all the CTs die? All I know is you haven't done anything this round. You guys win the round. Obviously, 4v2 post plant. You go for a top mid smoke. You flash over. That flash, probably not the best spot to throw that. That second flash was a lot better. And you're going to jump up here and wait. So you see window smoked. So you have AK. You can run down con right now. All right? Or you can sit and post. Instead, you're going to do neither. You're going to try to get the chair. Not the worst play, as they have been peeking cat a lot. Posting here with an AK, not a good idea. There's a good chance that the cat player has an op. Maybe hold more of an off angle with the AK. You don't see anybody there. You're going to slowly work your way up connector. Very good idea. You're going to want to keep going. Don't stop. Just keep working your way up. Maybe jiggle into connector. There's not going to be anybody pushing underpass. He's taking a fight in T-spawn with the guy. You realize that. The guy peeks into con because you've taken too long. All right, you had really... Hello? Stream? Okay. All right, we're good. I thought it was me lagging too, and then it was me lagging. All right, we're good. Carrying on. Good thing I actually checked on what Windows was trying to tell me, and I didn't just stop. All right, we're good. All right, 13, 14. Let's see this. What kind of buy do you guys have? Ooh, you guys got full everything. They got double op set up. Ooh, this should be a good round. Right, let's see what happens. What's your score line? You got 21 kills, 17 deaths. So in the next 3 rounds, you go 1 and 3. Love this. All right. Big flashbang. Nothing. So you're just going to sit behind boxes here. What are you sitting on? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for the smoke to fade. So finally, you're just going to post up. Nobody's there. So you fall off. You look cat. All right. You're going to jiggle this. I don't know what you're doing. You're just looking at angles for no reason. There's no thought process behind this. You hold window from on top of the box. I honestly don't like that on top of the box angle, but apparently you love it. All right, so this is what you do. You get on top of the box, you hold window until the smoke fades. Nobody's there, smokes fade, you don't see anybody, your teammate's out. Now your teammate's job is to hold window. All right, so now you walk up, you post up on cat, going up like chair area, not actually on chair, but walking towards bottom con. You both get in con, you get up con, you take a site, you got 2 people, 3 people in the A ramp. All right, that's the plan. Whatever you were doing was not the plan. There was no thought process. Luckily, your teammates clutch out the round. It's 14-14. You guys are going to go for a pretty fast A push here. Lamp flash 1, lamp flash 2, and they smoked you guys off, so you guys are going to completely fall off. Going for a delayed... All right, so original strat did not work. So now you have a couple options. You can either retake mid, you can go B, or you can go for a delayed A take. Delayed A take would probably be the easiest, and that's what it seems like you guys are doing. Now, that's not delayed as much as it should be. That's pretty quickly. The smoke's still down. They're still rotated towards A because you just flashed over. You're going to want to wait like 25, 30 seconds for the mid guy to rotate back to mid and the B guy to rotate back to B. But you threw the execute while everybody was still there. And now you need to get out. You really need to start clearing off angles. You do. There's a guy up on Balk that's nobody's cleared yet. So he gets 1. He gets 2. That's unfortunate because your Palace guy was still smoked off. I don't know if that smoke came in late after you guys threw that top stair smoke or if that smoke was already there. If the smoke is already there, that's your fault. If it came in late, then it's just something that happens, and you need to be aware that your Palace guys smoked off. They could be up on Balk. You go last round, you go for the classic top mid smoke. You throw a flash that bounces off and blinds your teammate. You grab bomb, quick switch a little bit, get stuck in the doorway, and now you're headed towards B. You got 2 people underpass, now only 1 person underpass. It's a 4 versus 3 right now. You guys are pretty spread out. In my opinion, 4 versus 3, you're all going to want to group up and go A. Very easy to get trade kills on A. Not that easy to get trade kills on B. Right now, you only have 2 people towards B. I don't know if you guys are going to call for everybody to rotate towards B, or if you guys are just going to solo take this, or duo take this, technically. So you guys get mollied. Teammate dies mid. Teammate dies A. That's just unfortunate that neither of them can get picks, and both of them decided to do solo plays and die. All you guys had the numbers. This was an easy tie, but now you guys are forced into a shitty situation. You guys are probably going to go up connector here. There's a guy on cat. Good kill. 2v2 with a 2 versus 1 on site. I'm excited to see how you guys throw this. You have no idea where he could be. You're just jumping around. You're not taking your time. You do have 12 seconds. I understand that, but it's not like you have the bomb. All right? There's a guy CT. He gets the first kill. He gets the second kill at the end. All right. So what did I want to do? I wanted to show you smokes and window. And then I'll probably go over a couple other things. If anybody wants their demo reviewed, all right? You guys want to get roasted like that, no problemo. Find the link tree in my description. Go click it. I think it's like $7 a month, $8 a month, something like that. Nothing too crazy. All right, let me do this. So, you can cancel it after 1 month if you only want one demo reviewed. Nothing, you know, no hard feelings. Okay. So, couple things. Flashes for mid. You were throwing this guy. What is it, like this? Maybe it's a little higher because that doesn't... Maybe I'm throwing it wrong. No. Maybe just a smidge higher. Alright. There we go. So that should flash. Okay. Look at what this flash does. Virtually nothing. Alright? Because it's pretty far away. So if you're going to want to throw... If you want to throw a flash like that, you're going to want to throw it off of that wall. It's going to do a little bit more. It's not going to do too much more, but it's going to get a little bit closer. So the flash does more, as you can see. All right. 2. If you're like here area, or as you were in the situation that I was referring to when you were here, just throw it off the ceiling. All right. It bounces up. It blinds. Of course, it's not going to blind like the other one does, but if anybody's closer. It is easy to turn from, though, but they do have to be aware of it. Doing this flash when there's a smoke down here, not the worst idea. Or you could do this, and that's gonna blind people mid. But it is very easy for them to turn away from it, as there's a lot of time where they can see the flash. Again, a different way is you can crouch in this corner. It is aim at this, not in the wood, and there's the flash, and they can only see it from right there. Okay. Cat jump. Let's see if I can do it. Yep, there we go. Cat jump's not too hard, but you need to practice it a lot more, obviously, because you were missing it. If you're going to go out mid, if you're going to try to drop mid, you're probably going to want to have a rifle with you. I don't think you ever did it. You did it once with an op, which was really dumb, all right? Because you were trying to go for cat jump. I'd only tried to do it with an AK, or I know that I can consistently land the cat jump. It's more... I land it more often than I don't, so with an op, it would be just unlucky of me if I missed it, and I can just hold underpass at that point. So you're going to want to have pretty smooth movement for going for a mid-drop, right, as I fucked it up. Like I'm telling you about smooth movement, all right? You just want to go for that. I did hit my head again. Please be nice, I haven't warmed up. Oh my god, I suck. I can't do this for the life of me. This is just embarrassing. All right, kind of like that. You don't want to hit your head. You can just crouch through this middle and not hit anything. You're gonna want to go underpass. What I like to do is I like to sit here, wait, peek. Nobody's there. Wait, peek. Get a 4K, 8K, easy peasy, ace. You know, they just give it to me. Couple other things. Learn a window smoke, because although this top mid smoke's okay, all right, like. It is the best top mid smoke you can throw. At the end of the day, somebody with an op here, I can't buy an op. Somebody with an op here can just hold here, or they can hold the cat, run up, or they can even better get in this corner and just hold right here. All right. Luckily for you, whenever you threw that, nobody was really peeking anything. But instead, a window smoke, all right, that's going to do it a lot better. Okay. It's going to make it very difficult for them. What you were doing, you were just standing behind the smoke, waiting. You got a couple options. You could go into connector, peek here. You could throw the smoke in connector, and just hold that cat run up from maybe these stairs, so it's a little bit more of a one-way, and it's harder for them to see you. You can get here. You can get here. All right. You can even check underpass from right here. This is a very difficult angle for them to see you from. If maybe they're coming up connector. All right. Oh, let me see if I can throw this guy first try. There we go. Look at that flashbang. It's going to blind all your teammates on A site, but if you're in connector, there's no way you see this coming. There's no way you see that coming. And it's a pretty good flash. All right. You can go off of it. You can also take your smoke. I think it's somewhere over here. And you can smoke connector off. Yeah, I messed it up. Let me zip ahead. Where is it? It's gonna be like over here, yeah? No, I'm dumb. I'm dummy dumb. It would be like this. Okay. Alright. So you can smoke off connector. You can throw a molly into connector, since most of the time, if anybody's in connector, they're gonna sit in this angle. Alright, so throwing a molly in there, not a bad idea at all. And that's probably gonna spread in there, I assume. Maybe not. Maybe they get lucky. Who knows? For cat, you threw a flash like this for no apparent reason. Or you didn't even jump through it. You just threw it like that. You didn't throw that flash from here. Does the same exact thing. And you're not exposed to everything. When you're taking this angle, you're holding right here. Let me clear these guys. You're holding right here. Right? You're probably going to want to crouch right here. Maybe even just stand up so you're not as wide. Your model's not as wide. If somebody peeks here, and I would only hold this with an op. Alright, with a rifle, I would not hold this angle at all. I'd either crouch right here so they can't see me, or I'd get up on this ledge so I can see them before they can see me, and just hold this. Because it's going to be a little bit of an off angle. You're clearing cat. You're at head level. Head level's up there. If you're standing on this ledge, you might catch them off guard. Or you could even ask for your teammate for a boost. Or, better than that, throw a smoke, throw a flashbang, cross into ladder room, and then do what your teammate was doing, which was get in ladder all the time. You got smoked off here a lot. Like this, okay. You were in jungle, you saw this, and you kept, like, here, you had an op. Where the hell's the op? There it is. So, you kept just going for, like, shots like that. You would never even push out to here. My initial instinct to getting smoked off like this is to cross the bottom stairs and hold this cross, or get into connector if we know nobody's mid, hold Palace like this, or you can even, if Palace is smoked off or something, let's see, you can hold Firebox pretty well from here and hold that cross, easy kill. But by just sitting right here and waiting for a flank that's never gonna come, and you weren't even holding it from like a really good angle to hold the flank, you were just like right here waiting for it, you're putting your team at a disadvantage. What's my crosshair? It's in my Steam Steam profile. It's, if you view more info, it's the Slump crosshair code, the bottom one. I'll link it right here for you guys. No problemo. Let's see, any questions? What's an easy window smoke? Change workshop map. Alright, so there's 3 window smokes you can throw. This one's probably the easiest. Okay, let me turn on my thing. I'm gonna turn on a lot of stuff real quick. Hold on. Okay, follow what this guy, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Where's the keyboard? How can I select the keyboard? Alright, can't make the keyboard bigger. You guys are gonna have to get over it. But you're gonna have to look at the keyboard for doing the smoke. You aim right in this area, and you're going to press your jump bind and D at the same time. Alright, jump bind and D, and that's going to land in window. That's probably the easiest one to do. I personally like this one, just because I throw it consistently. Okay. And then there's also this one, where you can crouch down in this corner. This is probably, honestly, this one's probably the easiest, not the jumping and D at the same time. This one's probably the easiest. You line up on this middle part while crouched, and you walk forward until your crosshair hits the bottom part, and you jump throw. When I was first learning how to do a window smoke, that's the one that I would throw all the time. Probably the easiest. Easy window Molotov behind boxes. Honestly, once you get a feel for how trajectory works in this game, you can kind of just chuck one. Alright? The smoke that I used to throw from behind boxes for window, when I was a lower level, would be I followed this up to here. Just standing throw. Alright, that's going to land in there. And you're probably going to want to actually move it over. My goodness. It still kind of throws the smoke. But you would move it over maybe to the middle of that. Alright, and that's going to be a little bit more centered. Yeah, there you go. General, just good idea would be the cat smoke, which you get into this corner. You find this dot right here. Jump throw. Okay. Easy cat smoke. There is a top connector smoke. Pretty difficult to throw at your level. Wouldn't expect that. But so, a couple of things. There was a few times you were retaking B. Alright. And you were doing this. What? You had like a deagle. You were doing. I can't even like quick switch. I have my quick switch unbound, so I have to 3-1 it. Well, 3-2 it, as you can see. Alright. But you're just going to want to sit here and slowly take these angles away. Alright. There was one time you were top mid and you had the deagle and the guy peeked and you went because you were trying to flick away instead of just going like a normal person. You were trying to be cool. Uh-oh, where did I drop the op? There was also, every time you took an op shot, you would go like this. You would try to flick away pretty hard because it looks cooler. You were actually right here, right? So you're going. And you weren't shooting, letting it cock back, shoot, let it cock back. You were doing the and you're wasting time doing that. Alright, if you're just gonna hold this angle, you're gonna wanna shoot, peek. Shoot, peek. Shoot, peek. Not do the shoot, do that. And you didn't even like crouch into it to throw them off or anything. You just re-peeked normally. So yeah, you were pretty sloppy here and there. But overall, not the worst. You only have 900 hours. Obviously, you have things to improve on, but you are also decent at some other things. Tips for duo queue. Watch my latest Mirage strats video that you can do with 2 people. If you throw the connector smoke one way for mid, you can use it one way from con. Get on bench one way. Yes. You can throw the bottom connector smoke, CT side, throw bottom connector smoke, get on the bench behind it, and see over top of it. That's a very good idea. Just hold D and then throw. You don't have to press it at the same time. Okay. All right. Again, if you guys want your demo reviewed, please feel free to do that. Become a channel member, and then message me on Discord. I do this every Sunday. If you want your team demo reviewed, I also offer that. If you just want to be a channel supporter, also offer that. If you guys want to check out my Twitch, I do stream there occasionally. Let me try to do this without anything coming up. Okay. I do stream there occasionally. I usually stream my practices on there. I'm going to start practicing again probably this coming week, maybe next week, but I will do a lot of streams on there. So that is that. If you want to go drop a follow, I will be able to hear it, and I will give you an IRL clap or a high five or a thumbs up even. What's the best tactic you have ever accomplished? I think I have a video on one from a couple years ago. I don't know if it's the best one I've ever accomplished, but I came up with a strategy on the fly in a train league match, tied it, made us go into overtime after a big comeback. We ended up winning that game. See if I can find that video real quick. I think it's titled Creating There we go. Here we go. There we go. We got 1 Twitch follow. Love that. Thank you, boys. That's the best tactical. I don't remember that clip. It's been years. How long ago did I do that? How long ago did I post that? By years, I mean year. It's been a year. So don't judge. Don't judge. I don't remember what it is. Thank you for the follow again. I'll give you a thumbs up. And yeah, see you boys later. Thanks for joining. And I think that's it.